Recently on a panel during the Venice Film Festival, David Cronenberg made the astute observation talking about Martin Scorsese's The Irishman and the streaming service Netflix. When it releases a movie, he said, talking about Netflix, it releases it in 190 countries at once. That's unprecedented and without advertising basically. Marty's film will be in 190 countries at once. He's never had a film like that ever. That's a powerful thing. So in other words, Netflix can essentially release a new movie with pretty much next to no advertising in theory. Why spend the incredible costs of making trailers, hiring billboards for posters, contracting the actors for a press junket, when your audience, the people who sit and watch your content, are already subscribed to your service? You don't make any extra money every time someone watches a film. Most of the revenue is generated through subscriptions, so why advertise? Who are you going to advertise to? The only real answer here is that if you are attempting to seduce potential customers to your streaming service. But again, who's going to sign on and pay for Netflix for one movie? An entire catalogue of quality films and television is required to attract audiences. Long story short, the point is, Netflix don't need to advertise their movies much. This is important to note when contemplating on when a trailer to The Irishman will drop. The movie finished filming in around March of this year and is currently in post-production. It is due for release during the fall of next year, Oscar season. You would hope then that there would be an outside chance of some kind of teaser or at least a poster in a few months, in early 2019. But the fact of the matter is, past examples from Netflix show that that's most likely wishful thinking. First, you have to bear in mind that The Irishman is being directed by Martin Scorsese, and if he feels a movie is not ready to be released, he will push it back, as he has done so on numerous occasions. So you have to consider the fact that Netflix will not start the hype machine until they're sure of when the film is being released. Secondly, as already stated, Netflix don't even need a hype machine. They are not looking for ticket sales like normal movie studios, so do not have to spend millions and millions on marketing. They have the Netflix subscribers, so essentially they already have the ticket sales. Take Apostle for example. It's a Netflix original movie directed by the guy who made the Raid films. It comes out on October the 12th, 2018, and as of the 9th of September, there isn't even a trailer yet, not even a teaser. Just one poster, and even then that was released only a few weeks ago. So they have a movie coming out in a little over a month and have not released a trailer. Just goes to show how little Netflix are reliant on external marketing. However, Apostle is probably not going to be Oscar-worthy material, and as we know, Netflix are chasing big Oscars. They want to break into the film industry and be counted among the titans of Hollywood. And as we know, their biggest project is The Irishman. It's their highest budgeted movie and has the legendary director Martin Scorsese at the helm, and a prestigious cast including Robert De Niro, Al Pacino and Joe Pesci. So it's likely then that Netflix's approach to the marketing for The Irishman will be a lot different, especially if they're planning on giving the movie a wide cinema run, which is as of yet unconfirmed. So let's take a look at the movies that are probably going to be Oscar caliber, or at least Netflix is pushing for them to win Oscars. Alfonso Cuarón has made a new Netflix movie called Roma. It's scheduled for release in December of this year, and Netflix are hopeful that it will land a Best Picture nomination for it. The approach to this movie was a lot more closer to the traditional way Oscar caliber films are made. It filmed during fall of 2017, and posters and a full trailer were released in August of this year. It was followed by a film festival screening of the film 2 weeks or so later. It is then scheduled to be released for at least 2 weeks in theatres in order to qualify for Oscars, and at the same time released on Netflix in December. So all in all, quite similar to most Oscar level movies. I guess Netflix feel they have to put in a little more effort into marketing if they're to campaign for Oscar nominations. Another high profile release of Netflix is their Coen brothers film The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Like Roma, it premiered in August, and like Roma, it is set for a limited theatre run in December along with a Netflix release. This film though, although it has one poster, hasn't had a trailer drop yet. Now it could be by the time The Irishman draws closer, Netflix's model may have changed. Heck, they may be Oscar winners by then. So the release of the trailer I think can be affected by so many variables. Whether the film gets pushed back, whether the movie is to have a limited release in cinemas only, in which case a trailer isn't really necessary for Netflix, unless they use The Irishman to try and get more subscribers. Whether they push for a heavy Oscar campaign, in which case you'd expect them to market the film a lot more than their usual releases. So as you can see, the release date of the movie depends on a lot of things. I mean, we don't even know if we'll see this film in cinemas yet. As time goes on and we learn more of how the film will be released, we can make better assumptions on when the trailer will be dropped. As of now though, I'd say we can easily be waiting for the trailer for a whole year. Yep, that's right. Sounds depressing, but look at it from Netflix's point of view. If they are going to release it in cinemas on a limited release for 2 weeks only, and aside from that give it a full Netflix release, and I'm not saying that's confirmed, but as of now you'd think that's what the plan is, why would they need to release a trailer so early? It's not necessary from their point of view, so I guess we might be looking at August or September next year for a trailer for the film. Still though, if Netflix's current Oscar hopefuls like Roma are failures, you'd think they'd change their system up. Perhaps they'll push marketing and campaigning much harder. Perhaps they'll decide to give The Irishman a wide release. In both cases, it would be likely that a trailer would be released earlier than August, but I'm not getting my hopes up. As it stands, we're probably still quite far away from the trailer, as historically Netflix released them very late, and it would cause a major change in their system to release one early. Still though, look on the bright side. The movie's finally gotten made. Scorsese was given over $100 million. He got to make it the way he wanted to make it, and all we have to do now is be patient for the film's eventual release, which is set to be in the fall of 2019. Thanks for watching.